Assalamu alaikum. My name is Abdul Khalik. Dear friends, the society, the world we are living in, that is something really quite interesting. That is something really which is sometimes disturbing as well. There are people here in the society who are good enough. There are people here in this society who are clever, manipulator, cheater, exploiter enough. There are people who are straightforward, there are people who are crook. So I think that each category, each type of these people needs to be treated differently, needs to be tackled differently. My dear friends and fellows, look, we people are now in a fix. If at all we are dealing, treating a manipulator, an exploiter, dear friends, we need to treat differently to the honest and straightforward people, and we need to treat differently to the manipulators, exploiters, cheaters differently. So that's the case here today, my dear friends. Look, what to do if at all we come across somebody who is a cheater, who is a who is not a fair minded person at all, how to treat them. That should be the topic of our today's discussion. And we will discuss and talk about it. 11 clever phrases to put a manipulator back in their place. 11 clever phrases to put a manipulator back in their place. With these 11 phrases, which are designed, coined cleverly, intelligently, must be remembered by each one of us, and then I think that we will be better able to manage, to respond, to treat those clever manipulators in the right manner. I think that we need to remember all of these cleverly designed and coined 11 phrases. I think these are our arms. This is the bullets. This is the ammunition, and it will be of great use if at all we have deployed all of these 11. These are 11 types of the weapons, and we need to use every one of these weapons at a different place in a different situation. These 11, all of these are very important. First of all, it is I see what you are doing. I see what you are doing. Mean telling the other person that I understood what you are actually doing. I see what you are doing. This will make the other person think that maybe this person has understood what I am trying to do, what sort of cheating and what sort of unfair business I am trying to continue, I am trying to exploit here. And number two is, can you clarify what you mean? Can you clarify what you mean? So that is another weapon. That is another cleverly designed and coined phrase and sentence which will act like a weapon in the hands of us. Remember, each one of these can be said, can be communicated at different times. If at all this the situation is the same. Actually, these are the different type of weapons, and we need to utilize a kind of weapon according to the situation, according to the activity, according to the attitude the other person has adopted. And the first one was, I see what you are doing. The second is, can you clarify what you mean? And the third weapon is, I understand your perspective, but I have my own. I understand your perspective, but I have my own. It actually means that without disrespecting another person, we are telling them that you have your own perspective and I have my own perspective. And now the fourth is, let's stick to the facts. Let's stick to the fact. That is another weapon. When somebody is trying to, say the fake thing, the things which are not as true, as it should have been, then we can say that let's stick to the facts. Mean not going beyond the facts, whatever the basic things are, whatever the two facts are, let's stick to the facts. And now the number five is I respect myself too much. I respect myself too much to let you treat me this way. I respect myself too much to let you treat me this way. So that's another way of telling that you are not treating me the right way, the way you should have treated me. Now the number six is I have not I am not comfortable with this. I'm not comfortable with this. What is meant by this? I'm not comfortable with this. This actually mean that I am not comfortable with this. What you are doing, I understand and I reject that. I understand and I reject that. Mean, but we have to say I'm not comfortable with this. That's a weapon number 6. Now the weapon number 7 is no. The weapon number 7 is no. No. This phrase or sentence is comprising one word only, but it matters a lot. No. And number 8 is that's your opinion. Number 8 is that's your opinion. Mean it's not my opinion, or I don't agree with your opinion, my dear friend. So these are very important, very useful weapons. So if at all you are tackling a manipulator, an exploiter, a cheater, an unfair person, that's your opinion. Number 9, let's discuss this when you are calmer. If at all the other person is provoked at the time, if the other person is seen is showing the anger at that time, if the other person has became ill tempered, bad tempered, in that case we need to tell the person that let's discuss this when you are calmer. And now the number 10 is this conversation is over. This conversation is over. Mean at this time we are not going to continue it. This conversation is over for now. Sometime we can simply say this conversation is over. Mean we don't need to talk it further. Sometime at certain other time we can say this conversation is over for now. Mean at least we are not going to talk it further at this moment, but later on we can speak on this subject. And that was the weapon number 10. The weapon number 11 is you are entitled to your point of view. Mean it is your point of view, and you have every right to make you to form your point of view. But so am I too have every right to make and form my point of view as well. So these were 11 cleverly designed and coined phrases to deal a manipulator, to put a manipulator back in their place. Let's have a very quick revision of all these 11 cleverly designed, cleverly coined phrases. First of all, it is I see what you are doing. I see what you are doing. That is the weapon number one. And the weapon this will the weapon number two is can you clarify what you mean? Can you clarify what you mean? And the third is I understand your perspective, but I have my own. I understand your perspective, but I have my own. And the phrase number four is let's stick to the facts. Let's stick to the facts. And number five is I respect myself too much to let you treat me this way. I respect me too much. I respect myself too much to let you treat me this way. I respect myself too much to let you treat me this way. And number six is I am not comfortable with this. I'm not comfortable with this. And the sixth is no. Number seventh is no. Number eight is that's your opinion. That's your opinion. And number 9. Let's discuss this when you are calmer. Let's discuss this when you are calmer. And now, number 10. This conversation is over. This conversation is over for now. And number 11. You are entitled to your point of view. You are entitled to your point of view. I'm entitled to my point of view. So these are 11 phrases cleverly designed and coined to put the manipulator back at their place. I think each one of these 11 is really important. We need to understand it and we need to benefit from it. And each of the phrase, each of the sentence can be said several times, my dear friend. But don't we need to go into the proving what we are saying is the true one. Don't go into that logic. Simply keep utilizing these 11 cleverly designed phrases. Thank you.